phenomenal. And as leaders in this company, it's crazy. So I just got off the phone with Dave. He said I can go over this part. Understand what we're doing when we say we're creating a worldwide marketplace. And if you're on the other teams and you're in other places of the world and you're waiting for payment solutions, you're waiting for that, don't worry about it. It's going to grow. As I can I'm going to give one shout out right now to the team in France. We had a meeting for you with Luke, and he is going to get on a call with Dell, your upline gentleman, and we're going to work on ways to help people pay in easier. And we know about the islands and all those island countries and stuff, so that's going to be worked on. So you guys have given us a great resounding message because you're building. You're out there, and you've got our attention. So congratulations, hats off, awesome. You guys are killing it. And we're going to reward you with helping that region as much as we can on our end as well. So a lot of cool things. Internationals, February 1st, be very excited. We do have stuff for internationals. I can't get it into what it is, but the savings are there. But what I want people to really focus on is this piece right here. And I'm going to send it everybody to send out. I just had it. It looks good enough to send to people. I just got off the phone again with Dave to be able to do this. Think about what our network is doing, and I want you to really understand this. We start out with a relationship. I'll give you a perfect example with our mobile. We started out with a third-party reseller of Sprint, and we moved between 5,000 and 8,000 phones, some crazy, ridiculous number of phones in 6 weeks. Sprint took notice. They're like, holy crap. So now Sprint contacted us, and now we're going direct to Sprint. So now the savings will get better. And one thing I am allowed to say, once this is done with Sprint on our mobile, we will be paid every time somebody makes their phone payment, not just the $1 of the TBS. Every time they make a phone payment every month, we get paid. How cool is that? So it will be a residual income. Okay, so the days of the $2, they're going to be short-lived. They're almost gone. We're not going to see $2 a month on members anymore. It could be $4, $5, $6, $10, $20, $30, $40. It's going to keep getting. It's going to stack and stack and stack and stack. I had a conversation with the gentleman last night, a big MLMer. He has launched 6 network marketing companies this year as a consultant. I told him about this. He said, I'm in. I'm in. He was flying back from Los Angeles to his house, and he's like, I'm going to get home. I'm signing up. I'm in. This is the best thing I've ever seen. And he's literally launched 6 this year as a consultant. And when he saw what we're doing, he's like, this is unheard of. Now, check this out. Ownership, phase 3. Phase 3, our network owns some of the companies, which allows them to offer members even bigger discounts and larger commissions paid to their members. So our network's going to take ownership of some of these companies, ownership on some of these verticals. So it's not just third parties. That will, like I said, allow them to give us even bigger discounts, to pay more money up the TBS, all that kind of stuff. We are creating what we call, what do they say, Costco, Amazon. We are becoming the marketplace. But what makes us better than Amazon? I'll tell you what makes us better than Amazon. Amazon doesn't pay you commission unless you sell something on Amazon, and they usually squeeze the heck out of you. But just to bring them customers, just if I was a customer and I referred another customer, Amazon's not paying you commissions. We are. What we're doing with our network, and I can tell you this, we're going public. I'm allowed to say that. I can tell you this, some of the gentlemen that we're going public with, they've brought 60 companies to market. 60 companies public, 60. Okay, I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to tell you the amount of shares and stuff because that may or may not change or whatever. I just got off the phone with Dave. I can tell you, anybody who gets 10 in the pen, by the time it rolls around sometime in April is when it anticipates you will be able to be awarded stock in the company. I won't tell you how much stock they're going to give you, but they're going to give you stock in the company. Okay, and then you can turn around and buy it as well. But here's what's cool. Everybody ready to be excited about that? Because of that, we now have until April to become founders. It's not, founders does not cut off February 1st. You have until April to get your 10 in the pen and become a founder so you can own stock in your company. We were talking to Richard yesterday. This is what he said. John, I'm not going to live forever. And I thought, well, geez, I and everybody else thought you were immortal. I mean, this is Richard Smith, but apparently he dies too. Okay, we all die. Just face it; it's part of life. Death is part of life. But this is what happens. He's like, I want our network to live on forever, so our members are going to own our company. Do you hear that? Our members are going to own our company. If you get your 10 in the pen and you focus, and I'm going to show you this slide, and this is something you can send to people. This is an excellent piece to send out because it paints the picture. I kept thinking, it's too vague, it's too vague. We need something that just shouts, and when prospects see it, they get it. And we need a closing piece. This, everybody, is a closing piece. So as you walk through this, and I created this last night, sat on, took me several hours, got it done, pretty much wrapped it up this morning. Okay, it talks about the company, where it's going, the relationship, the direct, the ownership. Okay, and there's content on this. There's always one in every class. There's too much content, John. I'm like, here's my answer to that. Shut up. I don't care. I want a lot of content. Why? Because prospects need to see what this is. Okay, here's you can save on this, you can save on that, you can save on that, but look what I wrote on the bottom. What does all this mean? Simple. It creates excellent retention and the ability for you to stack commissions. So I need to put stack commissions. So I need to have a typo in there. I know somebody will tell me, but this isn't the final piece. Don't worry about it. Imagine being paid $2 a month on every member on a 3x10 force matrix with dynamic compression and being paid additional commission on every member in your organization who decides to save on their cars, trucks, medications, prescriptions, mobile phones, mortgages, as well as many more our products as they roll out. The math simply gets silly. And it gets better. Okay. Now we talk about the retention a little bit. We talk about the R perks. We talk about the R travel. And I go into it a little bit more. I'm digging a little deeper, diving a little bit deeper, giving them a little more information. Okay, talks about all that since retention is so vital, blah, 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 this kind of stuff. Then the next one, the 3x10. And then again, the force matrix, dynamic compression, $2 on every charter member, stack commissions on charter member, charter and free customers. So I need to add charter member there. So again, rough draft, final draft will be out tonight. Could you imagine earning money on your upline and your sideline because someone in their organization decided to save money on one or more of our concierge products? Could you imagine that? How many MLMs do you get paid on your upline or on your sideline? So we go into the ambassador pool a little bit here. You get 10 people who get 3 people. I don't care if you're in outer Mongolia. If you get 10 people who get 3 people, you will make money on Jeremy's team. You will make money on my team. You will make money on your upline, on your sideline. Because a portion of that and a good amount of that anytime somebody saves money on a car or truck, so it doesn't matter if you have discounts in your area or not yet. Yes, it helps. And yes, they're coming on a worldwide scale. February 1st, they're coming. But you can make a tremendous amount of money just by doing this. Being able to get 10 people who get 3. That's 40 people in your downline. What if we have a couple $100,000 in that pool? Yes, the first pool, we made $9. Whoop-de-whoop. Well, guess what? There's only $12,000 in there because there was only a couple of cars and a couple of mortgages. Now there's a lot more. These pools are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You go get 10 and help them get 3, and you celebrate. And you become an ambassador. And they're going to talk a lot about that on February 1st. And you in Outer Mongolia will make commission off of members in America, even if they're not on your team. Okay? This is what we're building. We are building. Now, we want to show these prospects, just imagine, and I'm poking and I'm prodding, and I'm giving them a little bit more information on this presentation. Okay, right here, our network, typical MLM, the difference. Our network paid on every member and customer, not just a few, not on a weaker leg, not on this diamonds, platinum, paid on charter member subscriptions as well as charter member and customer savings on every charter member in a 3x10 force matrix autofill dynamic compression. Members save more than they pay in many cases, creating retention. Our network members who sponsor only 3 charter members will receive $56 a month back every month, not just once. Then I actually go into it deeper. We spoke about retention. Retention is key in any business to sustain itself. If you are saving more than you pay and also making more than you spend, will you go anywhere else? Then this is what everybody thinks. Well, that's easy to say, so I wrote it. Well, that's easy to say. You know, I know what they're thinking. I've talked to enough people. Okay, I've got kids. I'm married. Everybody is a skeptic. So I said, giving members the ability to save more than they paid from the beginning. Example, charter members' savings on multiple concierge services. The list will continue to grow as our network grows. Paying charter members more than they spend monthly by simply sponsoring just 3 charter members. Pay $50 a month to sponsor 3 charter members and get paid $56 a month. How is this possible? Because everybody asks, well, the math doesn't work. There's no way. They can't do it. Yes, they can. Since our network also receives money from the actual merchants who they send customers to, and not just charter members, there's more money to share. They are able to be more aggressive with commissions, bonuses, and so on. This creates better retention, higher commissions, and much happier members and customers. Isn't this so much better than sending them a picture and saying, you can earn money on this? We're drilling down. We are giving people a lot of information, and they're just thinking in their heads, holy crap. Well, guess what? It gets better. So typical MLM, our network, the difference. You can read it. I'm going to give every leader on this team this presentation. You can send it to prospects who want more information. You don't need to send them an email. Send them an email and say, you know what, I'm doing great. I'm making money in this industry. It's wonderful. It's great. I have an amazing team. Check out this PDF. Get back to me. That's it. This PDF will serve as your email. This PDF will serve as your closer. Example, side by side, our network, 100 members, $2 a month. That's $200 a month. Add in concierge commissions, example, 100 members at $10 a month. You can make $1,000 a month on 100 members. Where else in the world can you make $1,000 a month on 100 members? Name an MLM you could do that. Typical network marketing, 100 members. How much do you make with only 100 members? Does this number increase monthly per member? Ours does. Can you actually join an MLM where your team can stay the same size, but you can get raises every month potentially? Can you do that anywhere else? Let your prospects know you can do it at our network. This is the kind of stuff we want to focus on. The bank, the card, those are byproducts and they're awesome and they're amazing. But this right here, this is going to bring you MLMers all over the globe. And do you know how I know? Because it's already doing it. This is the way I've been presenting lately, and we're getting signups everywhere. And then people, they love the other stuff, but they think, my gosh, I can make money now. That's what people care about. See, and I'm making it crystal clear for people. Check out this slide right here, because people like to see numbers. Okay, over and above your savings, only 3 personal charter members paid you $56 a month. I repeated it on purpose. You do not have to sponsor 3 per month, because people always ask me that. No, you don't have to. It's just 3 active total members, period, paid you $56 a month. So I'm answering the questions before they ask them. Check out this chart. Dollars per month per member. And I started out with 20 members. Why? Because the little guy's going to say, well, 10,000 members, that seems like a lot. Okay, well, let's start with 20. At $2 per month, remember, you get $50 for your first 3. So you're spending $50, you make $90 a month off 20 members, off $2. Those same 20 members, when the concierge services kick in, we start getting commissions on all that. Those same 20 members could potentially pay you $250 a month. Those same 20 members could potentially pay you $450 a month, $650 a month. Where else are you going to get this? When you walk through this chart with somebody and you say, look, as we stack concierge services, we stack products, whether it's in France or Bangladesh, it doesn't matter. When our members save money on those, you get paid. You get paid. And it says right here, and look at these numbers, they're ridiculous. 500 members, I can make $15,000 a month with 500 members, really? And what happens when it goes to $40 a month, $50 a month? Some of the bank products that are going to roll out with the bank, I can see the numbers getting ridiculous. And if you think we're going to stop with a couple of our products, you're crazy. We have 4 or 5 that pay commission. We're going to have hundreds with an S, hundreds. They are screening all sorts of products and services. As the network grows, we'll have more products, more savings. So as a company grows, your commissions grow almost by default, even if your team doesn't. Okay? This is the messaging we need to put out there because this gets people's attention. Can you imagine sending this to a prospect and they'll be like, holy crap, their head's going to explode, right? 1,000 members. I can make $30,000 a month on 1,000 members. Yes, you can. Do you know what the average is right now in an MLM that you make per month on a member? About 25 cents. We have examples where you can make over $30 per month per member on every member. When somebody says, my binary is better, no, it's not. No, it's not. Do you want to get paid on every single member in your matrix or on your weaker leg? Your binary is not better. It's worse. Okay. Live with it. Deal with it. Okay. Because that's just the facts. Okay. And you can have these conversations when you show this stuff. Our matrix, when somebody says, well, I don't like matrices. Why? Well, they're too prohibitive. Why? Well, because I've seen some matrices where you have to fill out the entire row before you get paid. Well, guess what? Not on ours. Not in Nottingham. Do you know why? Because Robinhood, Richard Smith came in and said, look, we're making money from all these different verticals. We don't need gotchas. We don't need gotchas. So just we have a forced auto-filled matrix with 0 gotchas. What are those gotchas? Go back to that comparison chart. Gold, diamond, silver, all this stuff that they have to do to make it, to the 1 to 3% get paid, because mathematically they can't do it anyway. Mathematically we can, because again, the key is our merchants are paying us money by adding them to the network. We make money when somebody switches their phone. Our network gets paid too, not just the members. That's how we're able to do. We don't pay a one-time fast start bonus. We pay it every single month. People need to know that. It needs to be crystal clear to your prospects. So when they get something like this, it makes it a lot more, it spells it out. And did I mention our network is going public? It is called our network because actual members will also own it. Global revenue pool. You are paid on savings for members in your upline, sidelined by sponsoring 10 charter members who sponsor just 3 charter members. Give that to somebody. Say, put this in your pipe and smoke it. Get back to me. Does your MLM do this? No, it doesn't, because your MLM is at our network. They don't have all of these verticals coming in and paying. Once you sponsor just 3 charter members, you unlock all levels. Oh, here's something new. Once you sponsor 3 charter members, you unlock all levels of commission on the third 3 by 10 force matrix. Where in there does it say you have to do it in 7 days? You no longer have to do it in 7 days. Okay? As soon as you get 3, you unlock all 10 tiers, period, end of story. You don't have to do it in 7 days. If you do it in 7 days, there's another bonus coming to you. I'm not going to tell you what it is until February 1st. They decided, well, so what if somebody gets 7 days goes by, they don't get their 3 people, guess what? They get discouraged and they might quit. Well, nope. Don't put a clock on it. You get 3, you unlock all 10. Why? Because now you don't have to have monster teams to make monster money, because they understand, just with the network of 14, 15,000 people, however people we have it, the merchants coming to them now, I can't even imagine what's going to happen when we have 100,000 members, 200,000 members, what kind of discounts we're going to get. It is phenomenal, guys. Understand what our network is. You build the network, the people will come, the savings will come, and your commissions will stack. You get bigger, 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 bigger. If you sponsor 10 charter members prior to our public offering, you can receive stock in the company. I will not tell you what the amount is. I will not tell you what. You'll also be able to invest in the company before everybody else. You'll be first, the pick of the litter. They have gentlemen that have taken 60 companies public, taken them public. 60. We went and we saw the evaluations, how they evaluate companies yesterday. Our heads almost exploded. It was insane. They talked about different network marketing companies, how the market evaluates these guys. And I'm not going to get into all that. I'm just saying, get your 10 flipping people and help them get 10 and see what happens. Because a stock alone, I can promise you, I can promise you, but I can tell you right now, if you get your 10 and you get these shares, it's going to be a hell of a lot more than a $50 bonus. Let's put it that way. A lot more zeros. Okay? Get your 10 freaking people. Don't whine, don't piss, don't moan, don't cry. I don't have savings yet. You know what? We didn't either when we first started. But guess what? You can become an ambassador and you can get paid on what I do. Who on this call wants to make commission based off of what I do? Who on this call wants to make commission based off of what Jeremy and his team does? And that awesome team in India that brought 2,000 people in 45, 60 days. You want to make commission on them? Then shut up, get to work, get your 10, and help them get 3. That's it. I'm telling you, I love you guys to death. So this is like hard, tough love, but I want you guys to see where we're headed and what we're doing as an organization. You get this messaging out to your prospects, to your teams. You profit with 3 people, period. You're in the profits. Now you're stacking commissions. You're helping build a network, so you're not making $2 a month off everybody else. You're making a lot more. Coming soon, the bank. As if everything our network has with their savings and ridiculously gratuitous compensation plan is not enough, members will also earn money on car swipes and see additional products and services via our bank. That's all I'm saying about the bank for now, because that's all you need to say about the bank for now. It's an additional vertical. It's a raise. I tell people the bank is a raise because there's going to be crazy, ridiculous bank products. They're not rolling out a bank just so you can open a checking account. They're rolling out banks so they can do bank products that are going to blow your minds. Okay, this thing is amazing. So what they're doing now, if anybody asks me about the bank, they're setting the market. They brought in professional market makers. They're setting the market so that they can roll out the bank and make it even more valuable so your stock increases. What they're doing right now is insane. When Les and Adrian decided to come in and do what they're doing, it changed everything. Richard's like, oh my gosh, these guys never take board positions. They never do this. They just go, they help people stock and they leave. They took board positions. These guys have been doing this for 30 years. They took board positions with us. So they can help increase our valuations and get everything prior to rolling out this bank. Because they're like, let's do it the right way and let's make this $1 billion company. And this is how we're going to do it. And I sat in a room with them for an hour yesterday after, over and above the leadership meeting, and Sarah's heads were exploding. These guys, these gentlemen, one of them, William Fleury, who you'll know more about, yes, spent a couple airplane rides with a guy, you may have heard of him, Steve Jobs. Okay, William was instrumental in turning around, I believe it was it Adobe? It was either Adobe or Oracle. I think it was Adobe. Adobe lost a huge, huge account, and they were literally about to go bankrupt. Our William Fleury, who is on our banking side, Bill Fleury, William Fleury, one of our guys, he helped turn that company around and turn them into profits quickly. And do you know whose job he replaced? Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs got fired. William took his place. He's one of the bankers on our banking side. These guys are top shelf. They have the top SEC attorney in the country working on this. They've got the top MLM attorneys in the country. These guys are doing everything top shelf. If people let their position go in this, seriously, go to their house, knock on their door, and strangle them. I'm just telling you. That's a public service announcement from John. Because that's what you need. People need to understand what this is. And then once you make your decision to become a charter member of our network, the next decision is even easier. Who do I join in our network? You join a member of Team Revolutionaries. Why? Simple. Training, There's our links to our websites, all that kind of stuff. Contact the Revolutionary team member who sent this to you so you can get started on your path to success. So we're going to brand the team. We're going to brand everything we say we're doing. We're bringing them value to our team. Why? We just had a call with a gentleman in India. What his first thing is, I need a strong team. I want to be on a strong team. We show him what we're doing on his team. This morning, he sent us a message. I've got leaders. When can we do our next Zoom call? He fell in love with our team. Fell in love with what our team was doing. Then he fell in love because everybody wants support. They want the training. They want all that kind of stuff. We're branding our team. We're branding our network. We're showing how big our network really is, how much better we are than a standard MLM. It's not even close, guys. So how many of us could imagine what our prospects are going to do when they see something like this? So once I get all the little typos and stuff, I was literally up till 12:30 last night working on this. So I got tired and had a couple typos, and I was gone all day yesterday. I rushed back and did this, threw this together last minute. And as we grow our network out, verticals are added, we'll just keep adding to this piece. We'll just tweak it and adjust it as we need to. But people ask me all the time, what do I send people when they ask for more information? You send them this. That's what you send them, with a little personal note. That's what you send them. This is a closing piece. This is a piece that will get people's attention. That's the kind of stuff you send people. Okay, so I'm going to open it up a little bit for Q&A or whatever. But there is, guys, this, seriously, I've already used this as a test, and it's already going public sometime in April. So they're working on it right now. They're doing the filings, all that kind of stuff. We'll let corporate announce it on February 1st. You're going to be able to see a lot of stuff, more products. And Richard swears up and down from his mouth, not mine, no one will ever drop out again after February 1st, based on what their enhancements they're doing to the comp plan. I don't even know what they are. I have no idea what they are. I don't know how they can make it better than they're making it now, but they are. He's doing something. I'm telling you, this is, guys, this is awesome. Our network's a lot bigger. It's not just a stinking, savings platform. If your prospect thinks it's just another savings platform, you presented it incorrectly. I presented it incorrectly. Somebody did. Your prospect needs to know what our network is. Okay? Because this, like I said, pieces like this, it's a lot more not fine-tuned. It's just a lot more information because it needs to be. Because people need to stop assuming what they think it is, and they need the facts. This piece are the cold, hard facts. Okay, that's why I created it. I wanted a strong closing piece, because a lot of us can get prospects, but some of them can't get them over that hump. This will get them over that hump. This will get them over like 2 or 3 humps. Okay, I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody for a second and mute the lines again. Allow you guys to unmute yourselves. Give me a second for any questions or comments or anything like that. Give me 1 second. You should be able to unmute yourselves, but let me do this. Let me unmute all, and then I'll mute you all again.
Jamie, quick, I want to talk about, you heard the other night, where your power 3 or...
Okay, hold on. Mute everybody. Okay, anybody questions, concerns, comments? How do you like this piece? Anything you think should be added, whatever, just let me know.
John, it's Jamie.
Yes.
Did you want to bring up a little bit about what happens if you're power 3 or founder qualified, and maybe 1 or 2 you're become inactive, and what happens to you?
Okay. If you become power 3, you unlock all 10 tiers, and if somebody becomes inactive and they activate again, you still unlock the tiers. If you have 3 active charter members, even if they're not your original, you unlock all 10 tiers from now on. They're taking the gloves off, guys. I mean, this is freaking amazing. And corporates on February 1st, you're going to see they want people making money, because they understand now you don't have to have a team of 20,000 people to make $20,000 a month, because we're going to stack commissions. They're seeing the market react to what we're doing. The market's reacting very positively to 15,000 members. What's the market going to how is the market going to react when we have 100,000 members? Guys, don't worry about the little things. This is the biggest thing you've ever seen. It's got to be. I've never seen anything like this. And like Richard said, when he dies someday, heaven forbid, the members will own the network. And it's just going to keep going and going and going. He wants everyone in the world to be a part of our network. And then think about it on the swipes. What's going to happen when we have thousands of merchants and people swipe their card someday? They're going to get paid on the swipe, and they're going to get paid from shopping at that merchant. You're going to double dip. The card to me is a raise. It's a raise. It's a bonus. But it's a fraction. They were talking about it. They said, look, what you're going to make on card swipes won't even compare to what you're going to make on when people purchase items. And they're right. Exactly what they're doing with this thing. This thing is phenomenal. And the thing is, we still know a fraction. We're still in phase 1. And when the bank products roll out, I won't tell you what they are. I know kind of what a couple of them are. I'm not at liberty to say, but holy crap, they're better than any product we've got right now. And some of the other products are rolling out that I know about on February 1st, and some of the others after. Guys, we're at the tip of the iceberg. This word needs to get out. Okay, any other comments, questions?
Would this be on in your, file section, or where would we see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I'm going to put it on our Facebook page. But this is a great piece. Yes, it will. It'll probably be on there later tonight.
On the Facebook, okay.
Yep,
On
Facebook
which
and the
site?
file section. It'll be in the file section under Marketing Hub. Send to
Okay.
people in marketing, and also on the main page.
John,
Also, what
I
page?
have a question to ask you about. You said that we have until April to become a founder. What
Yes.
happens after April? There will be no more founders?
I don't know. Who knows with these guys? But I just know by the time they want to take, we have till we go public. before the
Okay.
public. And so to become a founder, you can still get 10 in the pen, you just won't be a founder. And founders will be rewarded stock. I won't tell you the amount, and you'll be able to buy it before anybody else.
So there's a difference between just having 10 in the pen and being a founder.
Right. The founders are the ones that did it before we went public.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you repeat
John,
where this is going to be?
What's that?
John?
Yes.
Could you
Irene?
Repeat. What?
Could you repeat where this is going to be found? Where
Oh,
you
it's
can
on
find
Facebook, our Facebook team page. So it'll be, I'll put the link on there, and then I'll put it in a couple of the files as well.
All
So,
right, thank you.
Yep.
So John, Irene, this is, so the Power 3 has no time constraint from now
No.
on, period, right?
Right.
So that's what I need to tell my team.
Yep.
Okay.
John, just a question about the founders.
Yes.
So if you have 10 now and you've had 10 for months or whatever, and you have one or somebody go inactive just before, we probably need like 12 or something to
Yeah, I'd go get a couple more. And like I said, the best advice for the guy that goes inactive is strangle him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm already doing that, but I just like for my team, it makes a difference if I give my people away. I only have 10 under me and started to build under
I would,
others.
yeah, I'd get 12 to 15 to be safe. You know, that's what I would do.
Okay.
I'm
right.
going to add it a little bit. Plus, then you want to get 10 who gets 3.
Right.
So if you have some that are duds or for whatever reason, we got to get these people plugged in, because you can kind of start seeing how powerful this thing is. It's just
Exactly.
getting better, because like I said, the market is reacting to what they're doing, and they're
Sure.
seeing it. They're like, holy crap, you know, and they're just going to keep piling. But because when they were talking about this being commoditized, if you only have the bank, or if you only have the card, you're commoditized. Because what if another bank comes out with a cool card? You're commoditized. But what if you have hundreds of our products and the bank and the card and everything else? You'll never become commoditized. It'll
Right.
never happen. And that protects you from losing its luster. You can just keep growing this as big as you want forever and ever, because you're adding more. You're literally creating a marketplace right before your eyes that you're getting commissions on. It's crazy.
Right.
So that's where they're headed, and that's why they want to do it this way. It makes a lot of sense.
John,
Any other
please,
questions?
I have a question about Rhode Island, about France. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to know when would be the opening of the services, our bank, PEX in France?
Well, that's it. It all. So there's going to be international products rolled out on February 1st. I don't know what they all are. So there's going to be something in
There is no particular date.
February 1st. There'll be
And then
international.
first for everybody, it's international.
Yeah, there'll be an international
Okay.
rollout February 1st. But I don't know what all the product. I don't know what it is. I just know it's somewhere.
Okay.
Say worldwide. So right now France has the travel, but they're going to have something. It's I'm not allowed to. I kind of know what one of them is, but I'm not allowed to say. But there will be a lot of.
Bank too.
Let's
Our
put it
bank
this way.
too will
Yeah.
be on first
No,
February.
not the bank. Not the bank. They're going to.
Not the bank.
No,
Okay.
not the bank yet. The bank's going to
There
roll
is
out.
no press.
Right.
Okay.
But just
Okay.
but you will have international savings on the first.
Is the partnership, the bank that we are partnering with or powered by, is that going to be announced on February 1st?
No, I doubt it. That'll probably go public. But the cool thing is, going back to the stock and the ownership, you're not just owning the bank, you're owning part of our network. It's a whole enchilada. So that's what we're saying about the owners. We're going to be part owner of the bank. We're going to be part owner of our network. That what we're getting, what we're building, you're going to be part owner in all of it, the entire thing, which is crazy.
Hi, John. This is Maria
Yes.
of New York. I would like to know, for example, I have 10 in a pen now. Am I be a founder?
Yeah, if you've got 10 active that you've personally sponsored, you'll be a founder. So if you get 10 personal sponsors that you've got that are active, you are a founder.
Okay, and that is a different compensation from not just being a founder.
Yeah, the founder, you're able to get stock in the company. And then also, if you help 10 get 3, you can become an ambassador and you can make commission off of everything that I do and Jeremy does and everybody else.
Okay, so the 10, for example, 3 of them have 3. 3
Now,
of
if
them
you
have
got
3
10
on
people,
each.
yeah, 10 people who have 3. So if 10 of your directs get 3 directs, you become an ambassador and you can go out and get commission on everybody.
All right. Thank you so much.
I got a question about your organization right there in your presentation.
Yes.
Is there possible to add a vertical column? It kind of loses you after the third row.
On which one?
On your chart for the examples of the earners.
On
Yeah.
this one right here? Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get down to the third row, it kind of loses you there. You're wondering where those figures come from.
Uh-huh.
So can you add a vertical column?
Oh yeah, I can. I just threw this together real quick. So this is a rough draft. So yeah, I won't have it done till like tonight or whenever when I have more time to sit down and do it. So
awesome. It's good though.
Yeah, thanks.
I love it. John, thank you for doing this. I knew this call would be as good as the launch, if not better. I finally understand our network is bigger than just the bank. The bank is just a piece of our network.
Right.
So getting part of our network is the big deal. That's huge. Thanks, man. Thank you.
What happened was amazing is, okay, Richard has had a relationship with these gentlemen for about 20 years. And they took, I think they did something with IMAL, right? They took IMAL public. And Richard was part of that. And they went nuts. And these guys are really good at helping stock prices go up. They're very, very good at what they do. They never take board positions. They actually asked Richard, can we take board commissions and help you go public? That's why the bank's been delayed. We were always wondering, okay, it's this, it's that. No, these guys they want to come in, they want to set the market, they want to take us public, they want to, and when they do all the filings and stuff, and like I said, they'll explain how it all works, but they got to put the bank on the filings, they got to do that, and they got to set the market. And then we are able to go in there, or let's put it this way, since they took board positions, guys, I want you to understand how big this is. Since these gentlemen took board positions, they can't sell their stock until after offering all of us that stuff, which means they can't just get in and get out. They have every incentive in the world to make it go up and up and up and up. Your founding position and your stock, your potential earning on that is huge. Because the way they set it up, they legally cannot just sit there, get in, get out, because they're board members. They have realities they have to follow, and they're going to roll it out in phases and things. And I won't get into all that. I'm going to let them touch on all that. But the stock prices you're going to be able to get it at is ridiculous as a founding member. Message
hey guys,
become a founding member. Become a founding member.
Please mute your line. Mute your lines. Go on Zoom and mute. Sorry, John.
No, that's no problem. And we've all known that we can get part ownership in that. I won't tell you what they're going to award. There's going to be an amount awarded to members that are founding members without even buying it. I'm not going to tell you what that amount is because if kids have changed the way, I don't want to get into all that. But you will be awarded stock as a founding member, even before you even have the ability to purchase it. Put it that way. But I won't tell you what that is because I'm not allowed. I know what it is, but I'm not allowed to say.
Hey, John, this is Frank. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. Listen, you're still working on that Fusion 360 video package?
Yep.
When will that be available, and how will you dovetail this in there?
Oh yeah, big time. So I'm actually meeting with Fusion in a couple of hours and Make-A-Wish. So Fusion, the leads, the SEO, we anticipate March, April before we're #1 on Google for everything that we're going for. And by then we'll have a few more products roll out. We'll have a lot more incentive for people. So the leads we anticipate are massed. They're big. And just
the reason I'm asking that question, John, is we've got a big player in the mix that's got about 15 million listeners on their platform that we want to put this into. So I'd like to have a separate conversation with you on that. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. No, that works for me.
Got it. Thanks.
Yep. No, but Fusion's definitely Make-A-Wish. In fact, you'll probably see some pictures of us at Make-A-Wish later today on our Facebook page, because they're going to start branding with stuff like that. Make-A-Wish is a done deal. It's pretty much a done deal. So we're excited about that. The Fusion thing, those leads will come in about March, April-ish. I'd say April would be when we're probably going to see a bigger splash. And as this network grows, I mean, think about it this way, guys. Say we get 100,000 people in this network, and then they're out there talking to people. This happened. We've had leads come to us and say, "Oh, so and so told me about our network one time." They didn't know who so and so was, or they heard it somewhere, or whatever, and they looked it up and they found us by one of our Fusion sites. We've had a couple leads come in because they heard the name somewhere somehow, and they found us because of the marketing we're doing. They found us, and boom, we're able to get some leads and stuff. And we've done it on a very small scale because we haven't ranked yet. Once we rank and we have thousands of people sputtering the name rNetwork and RevCard and our bank and our this and our that and all this stuff, we're going to have tons and tons of searches, and they're going to find us. That's why I'm branding revolutionaries. That's why I'm doing all the branding. It's going to be the revolutionaries of our network. And on Make-A-Wish, think about what we've done. This is what I sold to Make-A-Wish. The more money we save, the more wishes we grant. How amazing is that? Because we'll be able to go in as members. They're going to set us up a link where you can donate directly if you want. I'm going to do donations as your upline. I'm going to do some pretty handsome donations as our team grows. And they're going to put us out in front of stadiums of people and they're going to say, here's a wish being granted. Thank you, revolutionaries of our network. Here's our website. Here's how you learn all about our network and the revolutionaries. Thank you, Make-A-Wish. And they're going to do that in front of big live crowds and groups and audiences, and they're going to co-brand. We're starting with them locally, and we're just going to branch it out. Like I said, bigger it gets, better it gets. Same thing with Make-A-Wish. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to give us so much PR. It's going to give us it's going to be insanely cool. And it's going to be awesome because we get to help a lot of kids, which is even more important than anything else. So this is going to be fun. And the CEO of Fusion is on the board of directors for Make-A-Wish here in Utah. And so when I found that out, I'm like, well, this is the obvious, because now you know how much incentive he has to help us grow this, because he wants Make-A-Wish to do well as well, because he loves it. So it all works. It makes a lot of sense. Guys, where we're headed, this thing is massive, and we got to get our inactives active and say, listen, man, you got to see what we're doing.
Hey, John.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, buddy? Hey, good job, man. You crushed it today. I just want to remind everybody that we have our call tonight to make sure everybody is on there. I know you posted the link. Let's go ahead and pump that up. And when we pack the room just like today, I think it's going to bring a lot of value. Hear from some of the leaders.
We got a call tonight with Rudy, myself, I think Laura, Cindy, and Jamie, and Adele. So 6 leaders who all have founding members. And Laura just told me she forgot about it. She better get ready for it. So just kidding.
So is that at 6
We're so
o'clock?
busy building, guys, we forget stuff. I mean, when you're out there losing your life in the betterment, you're out there building. Yeah, you forget stuff here and there because we're just busy. We just work. I'm telling you right now, you got to work your butt off for the next year and see what happens, because this company is going to be massive. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it because you're hung up on one thing.
I am so stoked with what you guys have been doing for us. It's just amazing. It's amazing.
John, are we going to be able to learn how to onboard businesses on February 1st? Can you tell us that?
Not yet. No, we don't want to onboard the businesses yet because we need the network to be a little bigger first. Because say you onboard it, I'll give you a perfect example. What if I'm in a country that has 50 members? How many discounts am I going to get? No one's going to care. And so we want to build the network a little larger first. The ability to onboard merchants is done. It's actually, the programming is done. It's ready to go. They could roll it out today. They want the network to get a little bigger first, and then they'll be able to start doing that kind of stuff. So everything they're doing now is, you know, the main thing to focus on now is stacking the commissions and getting more of the merchants that they're bringing in. As we grow this network out, we will be able to onboard merchants. All this stuff's coming, but they got to do it in a smart way because they didn't want, they went back and they talked a lot and said, we don't want to get upset the merchants because say, well, where's all the people? You know, I'm onto this thing and I'm marketing, but nobody's showing up at my door. Well, that's because you only have 5 people in your state that are members, right? So we got to get a little more volume for the local guys to make it worth it for them and for us. And so, but the programming on that is 100% completely done. It's ready to roll out. As soon as they pull the trigger on it, they will. Whenever that is, I don't know. That's the corporate's decision whenever they do that.
Thank you.
But it totally makes sense what they're doing. I love what they're doing. Any other questions before I got to wrap it up?
John, it's still France. I'm sorry again.
No, you're fine.
I have a question. I have a question for you. I wonder about the merchants, the new merchants. Will we be able to create partnership with big companies, or is it reserved to leaders in USA?
Yeah, so we already kind of have, so it goes back to this slide here. So this is a business model here. So right now with Sprint, we have formed a partnership. We're almost done forming a partnership with Sprint. That's one of them. So eventually we want to own as many of these verticals as we can too. So we start, and some of them, so for example, some of them we might start right on phase 3. Like bank, we're going to own a bank. We're going to start on phase 3. Some other verticals, we're going to start right on phase 3. We're going to own companies. We're going to own multiple companies. And with these, the more companies we own, the bigger the savings, the more commission that gets stacked up line. We're going to own multiple companies to give you the, in fact, we want to own as many companies. We don't want phase 1 and 2. We want everybody in phase 3, but I have a hunch that Sprint's not going to sell to our network. So we'll never own Sprint, so they'll always stay in phase 2, and that's fine because we're going to get great discounts and stuff. But as you can kind of see how this business model's been formulated, it's brilliant. Really, I mean, what they're doing is massive, and they are going to create a massive network. But we got to build them a network in some of these places in these countries to get the attention of the merchants to give us bigger savings too. That's why they say get 3 and we got to focus on the pay plan. Get 3 and it's free. Stacking commissions, become an ambassador, make money on other people's downlines, make money on this. Focus on that because that's going to bring you a bunch of money in your pocket. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to incentivize people to join all over the world. They're like, oh my gosh, I want to make money like that. Build, and then your market, like I said, France. And now we're paying attention to India. We're paying attention to France. We're paying because they're building. They're out there building. They've caught the vision of what this is. You bring us the network, we'll bring you even more savings than you already have. You bring us the network, we'll bring you bigger commissions, and not per person, bigger commissions per person. That's what we got to focus on. And then, and as it grows out, and you can kind of see it, that's why they're doing all this stuff. Richard's goal is he wants zero attrition. He doesn't want anybody to drop out. I have no idea what he's launching on February 1st. All I know is the man can't stop talking about it. But he's not saying what it is, but he is. I got gentleman Dell sitting here with me right now. He was in the meeting yesterday. How many times did Richard bring that up February 1st about no one will drop out?
More than I can count.
More than he can count. And he's good and he's good at math. He can count high.
Yeah.
And it's more than he can count.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, he kept saying, mark my words, John, nobody's going to drop out when they see the enhancements on February 1st. I don't know what they are, but his goal is to he wants every noodle shop, every place in the world to be part of our network. And over time, as our network grows, but the important thing is right here. The biggest thing
everybody mute.
is right here. Now let me mute everybody again and do that. So this is what we need to focus on. I don't want $2 a month on a member. I want $30 a month on a member. I want 40, 50, 60, 80, $100 a month on a member. Because if I'm only paying 50 and I get 3, now I'm in a profit and I'm growing as my network grows. This business opportunity, this comp plan is a flipping product in and of itself. This thing's amazing. You're not going to see this anywhere else. You send this to MLMers, you get on MLM Gateway, you get on all these places, you send this to other MLMers, their eyes pop out. They're like, what the heck? Because they realize that, oh my gosh, maybe it is better than my comp plan. You send them this. Now think about what I've done, guys. Think about how easy I'm trying to make this for everybody. We've branded a team and we're branding. We've got team 10. You send them this with the team testimonial video and your testimonial and say, oh my gosh, you know, even if you haven't made a ton of money yet, don't worry about it because you can. You send them the testimonial videos out of our team. You send them this. You give them your little 2 cents. And then you just let them look at all this stuff and say, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You know, I'm trying to make this so easy for people to help recruit, build, because that's what's going to attract them. The other people, when we first reach out to prospects, sometimes they haven't even heard about half the stuff we're doing yet. You know what a prospect cares about? Prospect cares about, can I make money? How quickly can I make money? How quickly can I profit? How much is it going to cost me? That's what the prospect cares about. We get them in front of this with your testimonials on the team and everything we've done to brand, because it's not just our network. Why our network look great? Why revolutionaries of our network? Promote the team and yourself. And as somebody, how many people are on your team? 8,200 people. Not 10. If you have 10 people, it doesn't matter how many people you have. How many people are on your team? 8,200 people. And growing. This is our team. You promote the team. You promote as a whole, as a group. And you say, this is what we do. We plug you in, and then it's down here. Why us? Easy. Here it is. Check out what our team does. Our marketing, our branding, our leadership, our training, our this, or that. On top of our compensation plan, you tell me, when are we signing up? What credit card do you want to use? Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. That's how you do it, guys. And you watch how fast this network grows, and then you plug them into the savings and everything else as you grow it. So this is how the professionals build. You guys, I was brought in to teach people how the professionals do it. This is how they're doing it. And I can promise you, there must be a method behind my madness, because our team has 8,200 members and growing. We're the fastest growing. We're the biggest team in the company, and we're competing against a team that had 6 leaders with over 140 years experience versus me with 2.5 years experience, and we're beating them. So I promise you, listen to what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that to toot my horn. I'm just saying, listen, because this little middle-aged, bald-headed bastard, or whatever you want to call me, this crazy guy, I know what I'm talking about. Listen, listen, listen. Pay close attention and build like this, and your team will grow a lot faster. I promise you that. That I can promise you. And don't just listen to it and then revert back to what you've done that doesn't work. You've got to implement what we're teaching you to do and do it. Go through the classes. Have your team go through the classes. Send this kind of stuff out. Once I got a couple touch-ups on it from typos and stuff, because again, I was up really late last night doing it. This is how you build, guys. This is how it's done. And like I said, results. I've had results in this, right? I've had results in this. So apparently I must know what I'm talking about. I'm not just crazy. I don't want to just hear myself speak. I want this team to be, my goal is simple. I want this team to be the biggest team in network marketing, not in our network. I want us to be the biggest team in all of network marketing. That's my small ambition, okay? That's all I want. For Christmas next year, we want to be the biggest team in network marketing. That's it.
Are you going to do
just charter members? Yeah.
Are you going to do a recorded version of these slides? Just because some people can't get on Zooms here now and then.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
No, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Great. Thank you.
Yep. I just wanted to wait for another call this afternoon to see what I can put out there on a recording and how to do it, because I got another leadership call, and so I wanted to have this first. And adjust the slides a little bit tonight, and I'll get them out to you guys. But yes, I'm actually going to probably start doing presentations off these slides and then just add to it, because I think they're more in depth with some of the other stuff. And I think it's important for prospects to really get a clear picture of what our network is. Because a lot of them, I think sometimes they see presentations just to have a million questions in their head and they're unanswered, and a lot of them just don't get back and whatever. And we're losing closings. We're losing prospects. And I don't like to lose prospects. I don't like to lose prospects. So I'm very picky about that. So anyway.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Hey, John, this is Sam. Sorry for any background noise. I'm hiding out for my grandson. First of all, you told us that our minds would be blown on this call, and you under-promised, over-delivered, my friend. Oh my gosh, mind blown totally. But thank you also for when you talk about Make-A-Wish. You know, I want people to realize that you aren't talking about when you donate to Make-A-Wish to them say, oh, thanks, John Johnson. You are doing it for the whole team. You're doing it on behalf of the team. It's letting Make-A-Wish know that it is Team Revolutionaries. And I think that is so generous of you. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, because like I said, we're branding. One thing people look at when they, especially the big MLMers and anyone who's been in the industry, they want to know what kind of support they're going to get. Not just from the company, from their upline. I've heard too many horror stories of uplines that just flat out, they're not good. You know, I just point blank, they suck. And I'm like, we're not going to be that upline. That stinks. That's not us. And we want it to be crystal clear to your prospects that, hey, you come and join our team, we've got your back. Because that means a lot. And that's going to help they get that message loud and clear, and they see that they can make money like this and this quickly and da-da-da. With this type of support, it makes their decision a lot easier, and it makes your closing a lot easier. Makes your job easier. That's our goal, is to make your job easier, right? And so that's what we do. And we're always working on it. So, and I'll be honest, and I'll wrap this up with this. Think, everybody, and you may not be a fan, and that's okay. That's okay. But at least find it in your hearts to think about this. This is very, very important. Every single one of us should at least have a little bit of gratitude in our hearts, whether you're a fan or not, for the Los Angeles Rams, because they did not make it to the playoffs, which freed me up an additional 3 hours a week to focus on this. I may not have had this presentation done had they been in the playoffs. So at least small part of us should be fans of the Rams. I'm just saying that, okay? Because look what the Rams have given you. Without them missing the playoffs and making that sacrifice for you, you may not have this presentation today. Just think about that. All you Niner fans, all you Seahawks fans, there's a reason to like the Rams, okay? I'm just telling you. I'm just throwing that out there. So anyway, love you guys. We will talk next time, and I'll get this to you as soon as I can. And again, because the Rams lost, I can get it to you sooner. Just remember that. All right, guys. Guys, all have a good one. Bye-bye.